Hello, my name is Carrie Raymond and this is my SmartBoard presentation. To start, you have to first turn the SmartBoard on. Press the large green button at the bottom. We didn't show this because it takes several minutes. If you're going to do this for a class, turn it on at the very beginning of class while the students are still coming in. Afterwards, you want to calibrate it, meaning to sync it with your own touch. Simply press the two buttons. It will say press center of target and release. Use your finger or with a pen. Now if you ever use the pen, remember to put it back. The light will go out and it will show that you can use your fingers from now on. Another feature we will show is the notebook. Double tap on the icon. This is different features and settings that you can do later on, but this video will not cover it. To type, you can use two different forms. The first is the keyboard. Press the first button, the keyboard will come up. Start with, say, I will write my name. It will appear at the top corner. When you're finished, exit out. Tap out, tap it again, and you can bring it down here. What's interesting about this feature is the green circle, you can move it around, while the white, you can make it big or small. Another feature, say you like the pen better than your own finger. Remember to put it back. Now, some people, as you can see, don't really have very good handwriting. So, put your finger at the top, drag it across, and it will recognize it. Hit the top button, and it will say recognize as, and it will give you about 6 different options. For this, it's Carrie, and there's my name. Again, big. You can make it bigger, smaller, you can turn it all the way around. These are just 2 different ways to type or use text on the SmartBoard. Another interesting feature are shapes. You hit the shape icon at the bottom, say a square, put your finger wherever you want and just slowly drag it across until you get the shape size that you want. Afterwards, hit the icon again and the mouse. This way, if I hit this around, I'm not getting more squares. Now, with shapes, they're a little different with text. With text, you can hit the center of the word. With shapes, you need to hit the bottom corner, and it will put the blue box around it. Now, let's say I want to color this in. Go over here to the bottom. Fill effects is at the top. Let's say purple. It's my favorite color. And then tap out. Now you have a purple square on your SmartBoard. Another interesting feature is infinite cloner. With this, I could have multiples of the exact same shape. This becomes very unique and interesting with, say, smaller children, because you can take one shape and bring out multiple and ask them how many shapes are at the bottom versus how many shapes are at the top without having to draw the same shape over and over. This is also interesting with math. Let's say I write out this problem for my students, but I don't want them to know the answer yet. I want them to think about it on their own. I take the original shape, I drag it across, and I leave it on here, thus covering up the answer. Now, some of the colors, like say if I had chosen yellow or white, you would see the answer. So, click at the top, go to order, and it will say bring to front, which it already has. This is just as a way to cover up the answers, or if you want, you can make it a little challenging and have a light blue with a dark blue and have the children think, like, can I see it? Do I want to look at it? Or can I figure this out on my own? Now, tap out. Don't forget to select, this is another feature, instead of moving it back and forth, click Object Animation. Let's say I want it to fly out to the top left at a slow speed when the object is clipped. Now let's say you have a student, you ask the students 2 + 2 equals, and everyone thinks either you can tap or a student can tap, and it's 4. This will put more animation into the classroom, and the students will want to learn more because, you know, if you get it right, you can come up to the board. Everyone loves that. Now, we'll exit out. We won't save. Now, say you're teaching class and someone makes a comment or a remark that you need to remember. Say you need, or let's use red. You realize that you need more pens in the classroom, and you write it down. Well, how do you get the word pens from the board onto a tablet or a program where you can write more? Like, I need red pens, I need blue pens. Simply tap it and hit Save Ink. This will take a picture using the notebook program. It will come at the bottom. Simply tap, and now you have the word pens with the background. You don't want the background. So you select, come up to the top, and you hit grouping with ungroup. This will make each mark a separate from the rest of the background. Now you hit the mouse button again, and now you can move the background around freely, which allows us to click at the top and hit delete. Now we have the word pens by itself. And again, just like with when we used the pen before on this program, you select, you hit grouping again. This way it recognizes all the different strokes as one word. Recognizes pens. And now I have the word pen in my folder in Notebook, so I can use it whenever I want. The final feature I will be showing is multimedia. You come over here, hit the second. It's usually under Gallery Essentials. We will be using the second, which is interactive and multimedia. My favorite is the guitar. You click on it and drag it over. Now you're thinking, okay, she has a guitar on the SmartBoard. What can it do? You hit the little microphone at the bottom, and it will play. This will add more animation, more fun into your teaching programs, which will make the children want to learn more because it's more interactive, it's more fun, and the SmartBoard will help us a great deal in the classroom. This has been my program and my presentation. Thank you.